Texas League Baseball is next. And we'd like to welcome you into the final broadcast of 2024. And here is the voice of your San Antonio Missions, John Baker. Well, thank you, Bob. Good afternoon, everybody. We'd like to welcome you into our final game of our 6-game set between the visiting Springfield Cardinals and your San Antonio Missions. Well, I gotta say, after today, this is it. We say goodbye for the rest of the year, and pretty much we are off to bigger and better things as we go through the rest of September, October, November, December, into the New Year's like January, February, March, and a new season starting up in April. Well, we are pretty much getting ready to wrap up the 2024 campaign, and so far we are headed off to Midland to start the Division Series Game 1, as we'll be up in Franco Park, and then we'll head to Statesman's Park right after that for Game 2 and Game 3 if necessary. Springfield will head to All-American Ballpark to take on the Arkansas Travelers in a Division Series Game 1, and then best of 2 and 3 at Springfield as well. Go online now at SanAntonioMissionsBaseball.com. Purchase and print your tickets from home. Also, follow the Missions next season when we start up in 2025 as we get ready for opening day starting Friday, April 4th through the 6th, taking on the visiting Amarillo Sod Poodles. Well, I'm joined also in the booth by my partner Bob as we get set for the before the game pregame show, and so far it's good to see you again, Bob.
Yes, it's good to see you too, as always, my friend. And I gotta say, boy, it's been an awesome year for us, and a big summer where we came out, we had fun. It was a good one.
That sure was, Bob. And tell you one thing, we're definitely going to miss San Antonio for the rest of the year. And so far, I wish the Missions would have got into the Texas League playoff rounds. And so far, we would have been keep on going and see if San Antonio would have won a Texas League title. But evidently, it ends after today. Well, last night, a final 10-6. Springfield won it by that score. And so far today is the last day. If Springfield or San Antonio wins, we all go home happy. And we will call it an end to the year and the regular season here in San Antonio. But anyway, it was a pretty good game last night. Boy, I got to tell you, Bob, it was really good, and we got to get your reaction on that. What is your reaction?
Well, I got to say, John, it was a good ball game. Well, Springfield, they came in and they hit the ball really well. And tell you one thing, it was a pretty good ball game. I bet people up there at good old Blue River Stadium was having a good time, just enjoying Springfield getting the wins on the road to San Antonio, and pretty much they really had it right there and stuff.
Yeah, I gotta say, Bob, it's been really good, and so far it has been a pretty good year and a pretty good summer this year. But evidently, with the holiday seasons coming up, it's getting ready to
get something going.
There sure is, John, and so far it's been a great season, and we're proud of our proud sponsors like West Creek Trail Rides, Dr. Pepper, Henry's Puffy Tacos, Taco Bell, and HEB as well. And did I say Dr. Pepper? I mean, I think I did. Well, I think you did, Bob. But anyway, pretty good for our sponsors. And oh yes, one more. We've got West Creek Trail Rides and Spring Creek Stables. And so far, pretty good on that as well. Visit westcreektrailrides.com and you can book your ride for just $50. And if you are military, then show your proof of military ID and get a 10% discount off of your purchase on a trail ride. So that only means you get $40. And it's really reasonable price on that one. I gotta say, John, yes it is. It's very good. And so far, it'll be therapeutics. And to get out on horseback is really good, if I do say so myself. Yeah, I gotta say, Bob, absolutely right. Well, anyway, we're going to be ready to start the top of the first inning for Springfield. The last day for everybody in the regular season here in the 2024 campaign. As we have Midland at Corpus Christi, Springfield at San Antonio, Tulsa at Wichita, Frisco at Amarillo, and Arkansas at Northwest Arkansas. So, gonna be pretty good. Ooh, excuse me, I'm a little bit yawny, but evidently we got up at 5 o'clock this morning and had a breakfast, and so far we have waited for this day for a long time. And pretty much it will be our last day here in San Antonio as we all know it. But anyway, we're about ready to go. Our first pitch coming up. This will conclude our last ever pregame show of the 2024 season. And so far, we're starting up more pregame shows starting next year as we do our homestands and as we get ready to go. So, opening day 2025 is the first weekend of April, starting Friday, April 4th through Sunday, April 6th, as we have a short 3-game set against the Amarillo Sod Poodles. Well, anyway, we're back here with the first pitch coming up right after the break. Well, the last day of the season is here, and the guy on the mound for San Antonio, Carter Lowen. What do we know, Bob? 4-seam fastball, slider, cutter, changeup, and a sinker. About ready to go here in this ball game for Carter Lowen. Well, the first batter up for Springfield is Chris Rotondo, as we're about ready to go here on this Sunday afternoon. Here's the first pitch, as we are off and running. 1 ball, no strikes in our first pitch time at 1:05.
season finale game here today against the two, Springfield and San Antonio. Now underway. 1-0 to Rotondo, and that's inside for a strike. It's 1-1. One ball, one strike. The count now to Rotondo. And the pitch. Chopped foul, and it's 1-2. Teams today: Midland at Corpus Christi, Springfield at San Antonio, Tulsa at Wichita, Frisco at Amarillo, Arkansas at Northwest Arkansas. That's a strikeout right there. And there is a backwards K for Lowen, as that is out number 1. Springfield winning 10-6 last night during Game 5 for a Saturday night. And so far, it was a pretty good ball game for the Cardinals. Everybody from the North Division was watching that, and it was a pretty good one. Nick Dunn, the second batter up, one away, nobody on. Top of the first for Springfield. That one is lifted high in the air and foul. It's 0-2. Sunny conditions, temperature at 92 degrees here today. It is a beautiful afternoon. Few clouds time to time, but otherwise generally clear. Right there, swing and a miss, and that's out number 2. The left fielder is Matt Koperniak as he comes in. And the pitch. That is right there and in for a strike. It's 0-1. Boy, 2 back-to-back strikeouts for Carter Lowen. And boy, I tell you, he could probably strike out these guys on 9 pitches. The 0-1. That is straightaway right. Castagnon gets it, and that's the end of this half inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one on for Springfield. As we exit the top of the first, going on now to the bottom of 1. Springfield in this half inning, no score through the top half of 1. San Antonio coming up to bat right after these commercial messages.
right now near the Missions Baseball Network. Right-hander Victor Santos coming in. What do we know, my good friend Bob? Four-seam fastball, change-up slider, two-seam fastball, but his best one is always that four-seamer. He's got 93-mile-an-hour fastball written all over that one, and boy, you better watch out. If you get pitched by this thing, he might strike you out looking. That's for sure. Bottom of the first for the good guys. Here's left fielder Corey Howell. Takes down and in, one ball and no strikes. Boy, just a absolutely beautiful day here at the ballpark. Got a few clouds from time to time, but it will be clear as we get into the latter part of the afternoon. Glad to have some of those few clouds to give us some shade. It is a very hot day out here, right, Bob?
Yeah, I gotta say, for the season finale day here today, it is a very hot one. And yes, the humidity is up as well.
Now one high and outside, 2-2. Mother Nature has been really good this year, except through that time we took on Corpus Christi. That one straight away left, and that is in, through for a base hit. The right fielder is Marcos Castañon as he comes in now. San Antonio getting their first hit of the ball game, and now their objective, getting the runs in to score. Castañon coming in, takes a strike and a change. It's 0-1. We got to say hello to the fans there from good old Springfield. Hello there. Fans in the YouTube live chat as well. That one right there, 1-1 the count now as Castañon is in that count. Four-seam fastball is in there, and the count now 1-2. Runner at first, nobody out. Castañon at the plate batting in the right-hand batter box. And that one is outside, 2-2, even up. Two balls, two strikes, the count now to him. And the pitch. That one is out of play, foul, as it goes into the left field area in foul grounds. Two balls, two strikes. And the pitch. And that one is ball three. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Joshua Mears on deck for San Antonio. And right there, that is a strikeout as Castañon goes after it. One away here in the half inning. Boy, Joshua Mears coming in as he pops that one high in the air. Foul. It's 0-1. So far, everybody must be out enjoying themselves at the ball game today. We are full house this afternoon. Does it really feel like opening day to you?
Yeah, it does, but no, it doesn't at some point.
Even though at this ball game and this stadium, this is a pretty good time to come out. Right there to second, right to first to get them both. And that ends the half inning here for San Antonio. So no runs on a hit, no errors, one left on. As that will pretty much do it for the first inning here today. And it's on now to the second. No score through 1.
We're about ready to go as Chandler Redmond will lead it off for Springfield. Top of 2 coming up.
Top of the second inning, set to go for Springfield here in the San Antonio Baseball Network. Well, here's the next batter up, Chandler Redmond, leading it off for the second for the Springfield Cardinals. Lowen, back to work. That one outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Springfield in their red and whites. San Antonio in their home white jerseys. Boy, we use a pretty good laundry detergent like Bravo Plus. Yeah, it sure does, John. It makes your whites whiter, and it's really good and clean when we all use it. We gotta say, absolutely right, Bob. Hey, you got your bags packed? Oh, yeah, we head to Midland right after this. That's right. 1-1. And that one is outside, 2-1, and that is out in the count. 2 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. That one is straight away left, and that'll get down for a base hit. They'll get it back in quickly, as that will be a no-out single. And boy, pretty good today as Springfield now getting their first hit. Here is Noah Mallinger as he comes in. And the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. And boy, that's the count now 0-1. Boy, it's a sunny day, 92 degrees. It feels like it's 95 out there. Yeah, well, we got the AC in this place. Boy, it feels absolutely good when you have the AC's on you, you're watching the ball game, you're having a good time. I think everybody's going to have a good time here today, John. Yeah, they sure will. The 0-2. And right there, strike 3 in the inside corner. That's 1 away. Here is R.J. Yeager as he comes in. Ready to go, the pitch to him. That is up to straightaway left, and that's going to get through for a base knock. And Springfield getting their runner home from first, and they'll take a 1-0 early lead as that'll be a run-scoring double for the Cardinals. Boy, I got to tell you one thing. Great through this series and through the final homestand of this year. It's been pretty exceptional for the Springfield Cardinals. Yeah, it sure has. Jacob Bushberger coming in now for Springfield. Well, that is high pop up to the foul grounds, and look out over there to the people sitting on the benches. No balls and 1 strike the count now to Bushberger. Boy, and people being loud today on Highway 90. That one is inside for a strike, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count now to Jacob, and the 0-2. That is high in the air to straightaway right. Castagnon making the grab, and that will be out number 2. No advance from second as the runner there will stay put. Here is Trey Richardson, the shortstop. Number 3, Yeager at second base in scoring position. That is up to the left field area. Howell getting in plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Well, gotta say, it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and they leave 1 left on. 2.5 here this Sunday afternoon. Springfield leads it 1-0. Bottom of the second inning coming up as Michael De La Cruz, Pauly, and Kai Murphy will lead it off in the half inning of number 2 for San Antonio. We'll be right back after these commercial messages. This one brought to you in part by West Creek Trail Rides. Yeah, take it away, Bob.
I gotta say, for those that don't know, West Creek is a pretty good place for all the people of San Antonio, and it's proud sponsor of your San Antonio missions. Next year, it will be our proud sponsor in the 2025 season, and even in the 2026 year as well. West Creek has signed a term from this year to 2028 as we will get ready to move into our new baseball park for the San Antonio missions. That would awfully be good as well. Yes, thank you, Bob. And so far, they will be a proud sponsor of our San Antonio missions, and likewise, they are a good place to be. You know, if you want to go out on guided trail rides, you can have fun with that just to get out of the house, a little outdoor activities. Or if you want, you can volunteer just like me. And yeah, so far just see a lot of gray horses and make new friends. That's what all of us love to do. Well, about ready for the bottom half of 2 here this afternoon. And leading it off is Michael De La Cruz, the first baseman, as he strides up next for the missions here today. De La Cruz, the first baseman, coming in, and boy, he blistered that one high in the air, but it will drift out of play. Foul. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that's a swing and a miss on that 0-1 offering. And the count now 0-2. And that is a slider. Strike 3, and that's 1 away. The third baseman is Graham Polly as he steps in. Well, takes that one outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Just gotta absolutely love that San Antonio logo on that scoreboard. It is awesome.
Yeah, I know, John. It is really good to see that big, huge SA logo on our scoreboard, and just really good. That is up to short on the ground hopper to first, and that is out number 2. Well, designated hitter is Kai Murphy as he steps in. Boy, we got a packed house this afternoon, right, Bob?
I gotta say, John, we absolutely do. Gonna be a good day, and yes, the sun is beating down on us on this day.
Well, I hope a lot of people are drinking plenty of water and Gatorade, staying hydrated. Yeah, pretty much no sugary drinks during this time because it will dehydrate you really bad. So right there, 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. And here's the 1-2. That is outside, 2-2. Well, come out to the ball game because today will be our last day here in this ballpark for the rest of the year. And I'll tell you one thing, we might see a lot of new changes for our ballpark here in San Antonio. A lot of updates. I mean, it is a pretty good ballpark, right, Bob?
I gotta say, John, it absolutely is. Everybody loves this place, you and me. I mean, be sad enough to say that pretty much going to say goodbye to it in 2028. Yep, this whole place is getting dismantled. But we will also keep memory of it. Right there to first, and that's the inning. Number 22 gets the third and final out here in this second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one on for San Antonio here
And inning number 2. 9-1-2 due up top of the third as Gavin Collins, Rotondo, and Dunn will come up as it'll be the 9-1-2 hitters due up top of the third for Springfield when we come back. Top of the third inning for Springfield on this beautiful Sunday afternoon here on the San Antonio Missions Baseball Network. Well, here's the next batter up, Gavin Collins, 9-1-2, top of 3. The pitch, that is inside strike, and it's 0-1. No ball, 1 strike the count now, and the pitch. That one fouled off, and it's 0-2. Still got plenty of seats available if you want to come out to today's game. And yes, this will be our last ever here in the year of 2024. Our boys here in San Antonio will officially be out of the Texas Leagues. Well, out of the playoff rounds. That one's a slow roller up to Deader. To De La Cruz, he'll get him out at first. I wish San Antonio would have made it this year into the playoff rounds. I mean, that would have been very interesting to see if the Missions would have won a Texas League trophy. Yeah, I gotta say, John, it would have been really, really good if they came and started winning some Texas League titles. I mean, 2021, we look at Northwest Arkansas winning that one against the Wichita Wind Surge. 2022 was the Frisco Rough Riders. They pretty much shut down San Antonio. And after that, it was Amarillo. They came in from behind and they pretty much won that year. So the Frisco Rough Riders were champions of 2022. That one right there to Graham Polly's. He gets out number 2. So 2023 was the Amarillo Sod Poodles winning that year. And so far, this year's to be determined. Nick Dunn coming in as he'll take that one outside. 1 ball and no strikes. No balls and one ball, no strikes at 10, and that's the count now, 1-1. Top of the third, Springfield leads it 1-0. San Antonio trails that 1 run. That is popped foul, and boy, that was a close call as that nearly hit him. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count now. And the pitch.
lifted to straightaway left. That is out of play, foul, and it's 1-2. 1-2. That is hit to straightaway left. Howell under it, makes the play, and that's the half inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one on for Springfield, as we're 3.5 here coming up next. The Cardinals lead it 1-0. So bottom of 3, done. Patrick Ditter and Valenzuela will lead it off in the bottom of 3 for San Antonio when we come back. Bottom half of the third inning for San Antonio, ready to go right now in the Missions Baseball Network. Well, here is the second baseman, Lucas Dunn, 7-8-9, bottom of 3 for San Antonio. And the pitch is down and outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. A pretty good afternoon, right, Bob? It's beautiful. Sky is blue. Missions need a win here today. Yeah, they sure do, John. They need a lot of home runs to win this finale of the year. That one up to straightaway right. The right fielder will get his eyes on it, and that's out number 1. The shortstop is Ray Patrick Ditter as he comes in. I'll tell you one thing, next year it may be a lot different in our broadcasts. Still in the same ballpark, but evidently pretty nice as well. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch, that is a swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Well, pretty good today, and so far after the ball game, fans will be entered into a raffle to win a Team 1 jersey. That one up to straightaway center, and that will be out. One out single, I should say. Trying to find my words here this afternoon. Gosh darn it. Here is the 9-hole batter, Brandon Valenzuela. Runner at first, boy, he swings and misses at that high one. It's no balls and 1 strike. Boy, that is poor plate discipline. PPD. That's what you call it for a Little story right there. PPD. Poor plate discipline. That's what it means. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Valenzuela. And right there in the inside corner, that's a strikeout. And there are 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup for San Antonio. Left fielder Corey Howell will step in. Here's the pitch. That one is outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch. That's a swing and a miss right there, and he can't get good wood on it. And that'll even up at 1-1. That one is up to right. And the right fielder will run it down as that will end this half inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. Top of the 4th coming up. Springfield leads it 1-0. Kaperniak, Redmond, and Mellinger will lead it off top of 4 for Springfield here this afternoon. Their score, 1-0. Here's the top of the 4th now for Springfield, right now on the San Antonio Baseball Network. Well, here's the next batter up, Matt Kaperniak, as he comes in. Ready to go, the pitch. That one is high outside, and that'll go foul. It's 0-1. Oh and 1. That one is straightaway left. Howell in range, gets it on the winning track, and that's out number 1. Here is Chandler Redmond, 1-for-1 single and a run. Here's pitch. That's a swing and a miss right there in the count now, 0-1. Boy, the seats are filling up here today at this ball game, right, Bob?
Yeah, I gotta say, John, absolutely right about that. Well, these Mission fans, Springfield fans, they are coming in and they're catching the final ball game here today.
Yes, they are. No ball, 2 strikes to Redmond. And the 0-2. Right there in the inside corner, strike 3 looking. That's a strikeout for Lowen, and they're 2 away. Noah Melinder is coming in. He's 0 for 1. And the pitch. That one is straightaway right. And both outfielders are running it down. And that's going to be a 2-out triple as Melinder getting in scoring position there at third.
Golly, that guy knows how to go on all bounds. That's one way he gets this thing started here today.
Here is R.J. Yeager as he comes in. He's ready to go, but he takes that one outside. 1 ball and no strikes. 2 away. Runner at third. Is 1 for 1 double RBI of the day here this afternoon. 1-0. High in the air, and that is foul. It's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. That's a swing and a miss right there in the end, and it's 1-2. Trying to prevent any more runs. Lowen looks in. From the windup and the stretch, here he goes. That's down and in, 2-2. Boy, I gotta say, it is the top of the 6th inning there at Waterbridge Field in downtown Amarillo. Frisco and Sod Poodles are taking each other on one more time of the regular season. Boy, and it's a scoreless ball game. That one is fouled off, and yeah, the count is full now as Lowen is issued a ball on the tardiness. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and they'll knock him down like a bowling pin. And that is a strikeout by Lowen. No runs, no 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on for Springfield. We are 4.5. The Cardinals lead it 1-0. And we're back here as we start up the bottom of the 4th inning. Castellon, Mears, and De La Cruz will lead off the home half of 4 when we come back.
Bottom half of the fourth inning for San Antonio right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, here is the next batter, Marcos Castañon, as he leads it off. Bottom of four. That one is lifted high in the air up to the right field area as the second baseman runs it down. Calling off the center fielder and right fielders. Center fielder Joshua Mears is 0 for 1. So he lined out last time up. And the pitch. That one is popped high in the air. Up to straightaway center. And quickly 2 are retired here in this half inning.
Now
First baseman Michael De La Cruz coming in. He's 0 for 1. A strikeout last time up, looking in the second inning, and that's going to be right there and in. That's 1 ball and no strikes. Boy, few clouds here and there. And the pitch. That one is out of play, foul. And it's 1-1. Boy, fifth inning coming up, and this one is going by really fast here this afternoon. That one right there, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Santos as he puts that one in for a strike on De La Cruz. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one on for San Antonio. Top of the fifth coming up. Springfield leads it 1-0. Jacob Bushberger will lead it off top of 5 when we come back. Well, we head to the bottom of the top of the fifth inning for Springfield. And the batter up is Jacob Bushberger. Lowen looking in from the stretch. It's ready to go. The pitch. And did he go? Yeah, peeled down the first. He gets him going. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Boy, he didn't see that one there, Bob. Yeah, no, he didn't, John. No ball, one strike. The count now for Bushberger. It's in for strike 2. And the count now is 0-2. Fifth inning of work for Lowen, and that's a sinker down and outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, 48 pitches for Lowen, and yeah, this is his 5th inning of work. Might be his last. And right there, that's going to be out number 1, the backwards K. As the 7-hole hitter took him out. So 1 away, here is Trey Richardson. He comes in ready to go, and that is popped out of play foul. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. The 0-1. That one straight away, center. Mears getting after it, makes the running grab, and he's got it for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Gavin.
9-hole batter, that is Gavin Collins. Coming in, ground out in the 3rd is 0 for 1. Oh yeah, Bob, I was going to say that speaking of, today is Bark in the Park Sunday, the last ever game. Oh, man. Was I supposed to bring Ann today? Well, that's okay, Bob. I mean, if Ann had something to do, then pretty much, I guess it'll be all right. I hope she don't get too mad about that. But tell her during the next season when she comes, and that's a pretty good time. Really good as well. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Get him down. That's the half inning over. Well, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one on for Springfield. We head now for 5.5, and it is 1-0 Cardinals. So we go to the bottom of 5. Pauly, Murphy, and Dunn will be in to lead off the bottom of the 5th for San Antonio when we come back. Bottom of the fifth inning for San Antonio. Ready to go. The Missions Baseball Network. Well, here's third baseman Graham Polly as he steps in. Ready to go. That one is blistered. That'll go foul. It's 0-1. Ooh, excuse me, a little indigestion. And the pitch. That one again fouled over. And the count now is 0-2. So he digs the hole a little bit deeper. Here's the pitch. That one up to second. They'll get him out at first, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Designated hitter Kai Murphy stepping in now. Ground out in the second is 0-1. Now, as I said before, Kai Murphy's dad is the manager of the Milwaukee Brewers, which that right there is pretty cool. Who knew that until somebody said that to me yesterday? That one is right there, and that's out of play. They're going to try to straighten it up a little bit. So, Murphy's here in San Antonio, but his dad is in Milwaukee. Yep. And that one is going to get up there, and it's gone! Boy, Kai Murphy, your dad is going to be surprised at you, son. Well, I tell you one thing, I bet his dad is like, what? What did he say? Yeah, I bet he's going to say that too. He'd be like, what? Well, I tell you one thing, his dad will be surprised. Kai Murphy getting that home run. That was a pretty good home run right there. Now it's squared even at 1-1. That one is up straight away left, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Going to first, going to second, and he's got a stand-up double. Lucas Dunn got you free double meat cheeseburger coupons courtesy of our friends at Whataburger. Golly, this guy really hits that ball really good. Shortstop is Ray Patrick Ditter for San Antonio. Comes in. But takes that one in for a strike. It's 0-1. Yeah, we've got a good crowd today. And thus far on a Sunday afternoon, our totals will be up. But that will come in the top of the 8th for Springfield. Evidently, with everybody getting tickets and getting their seats and concession stand type items, be pretty good. Deep to left. Boy, that one is crushed. It is out of here. And San Antonio takes the lead. And now it's a 3-1 ball game. As they'll get in, and that's a big fly to left. Boy, pretty good. As we watch the instant replay. And yeah, he blistered that one. And our camera's going to see where that one was. And yep, it was out of here. 373, 97.5 on the exit velocity. Really good. And that one is up straight away left center. That's going to be extra bases written all over it. And that's a 1-out double for Brendan Valenzuela. Boy, these guys are really angry about last night's ball game. And boy, I tell you,
They're coming in unglued. They're getting the base hits. Boy, John, we might just lose our minds today and just say, hey, it's getting pretty good. That one deep to center. And nope, he is not going to take any chances, as that is out number 2. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Marcos Castañon. 0 for 2 strikeout and a pop out here today. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Springfield in the bullpen has 2 right-handers warming up. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2 the count now. And right there, strike 3 as that ends the inning. Oh boy, 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors. And they leave 1. Top of the 6th inning as San Antonio leads it by 2. It's 3-1. Rotundo, Dunn, and Koperniak will lead off the top of the 6th inning as we get things started for the middle half of this ball game. We're back for more Texas League baseball in the season finale here today as your San Antonio Missions lead 3-1. Top of the 6th inning for Springfield right now on the San Antonio Baseball Network. Well, that will pretty much do for the starter Carter Lowen, as this will pretty much be it for him on the mound in this one. The bullpen turns to its relievers now. Stephen Kolek will be called upon on the hill for San Antonio. First man he'll greet up is Chris Rotundo. And the pitch to him, that is in. Change up for a strike, and it's 0-1. The managers and pitching coaches coming, and so far, Carter Lowen did pretty good. And that's a ground hopper to second baseman Dunn. They'll get it right to Michael De La Cruz. That is out number 1. Second baseman Nick Dunn, 0 for 2, strikeout and a flyout. And the pitch. And that is right to De La Cruz. Boy, he reaches up and makes a terrific play. And that is out number 2. Boy, that's a base hit robbed away as De La Cruz intercepted that. Really good. Matt Koperniak coming in now as he's 0 for 2. Takes a strike down and in. It's 0-1. 0 for 2. 2 flyouts today. Just a few more innings on this final day here in San Antonio. And so far we will all miss y'all, but we will be back in next year. Got opening day, and it'll be the first opening day since 2016. Boy, 3-game set with Amarillo, and then off to Corpus Christi right after that. And then going back home to take on Northwest Arkansas. And then getting back on the road, taking on the Sod Poodles for a 6-game set, and then 12 at home, 6 against Corpus Christi, 6 against Frisco. They're pretty good on that. That is lifted high in the air, and that is out number 3 to the left fielder, Corey Howell. Well, that will be no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one on for Springfield. 6.5. San Antonio leads it 3-1. We're back here as center fielder Joshua Mears will lead it off as we get ready to go for the bottom of 6 for San Antonio. All right, we are about ready for the bottom of the 6 right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Center fielder Joshua Mears coming in. That one is deep to right center, and that is over the wall for the ground rule double. Boy, comes out on the right-hand batter box. Bam! He whacked it. Well, that ball was right over the fence. And time is being called as here comes the manager after that play. And it looks that will do for the starter here today. Well, he's got a difficult weight on his shoulders. He could get an L, a W, or a no decision. But anyway, that's a decision up to the bullpen if they could get back in this one and get their front lead again. Connor Lund, 4-seam fastball, slider, changeup, 2-seam fastball, but evidently the best one of choice is that 4-seamer. It's a 94. So pretty good on that. Here's pitch. And that one straight away second, and he'll get that one. And that is out number 1. De La Cruz is retired. And here's the third baseman Gold Glove winner of the year, Graham Polly. Polly coming in. Lund sets his sights. That one is driven up to center. High in the air. And here goes a runner going from second to third, and they will not look over at third. They'll get the ball back to the catcher. So a sacrifice fly will move up the runner from second to third on that one. Well, I tell you, this is how the ball game got tied in the first inning. Kai Murphy coming in. He's 1 for 2. Solo shot last time up. And that looks to be getting down, and it won't get in there. Run in to score. RBI double by Kai Murphy. That was right off the right fielder's head, and whoa. Well, I'm glad it didn't knock him out silly right there, Bob. Yeah, I know. It would have been a big dinger. Get a big knot on the head. Yep. He sure would have got that big dinger on the head. You're funny. Well, what else would you call a big knot on the head? A knothead? Yeah. Second baseman Lucas Dunn coming in. Run already scored in this half inning. It's 4-1 San Antonio, and the Missions lead 3 against the Cardinals. Boy, the San Antonio Missions today could take this game home. That one is up to left field, and that will do it. So Kai Murphy getting that one. A run on a double. No errors and one left on. Top of the 7th inning as we get ready to go. San Antonio leads it 4-1. Chandler Redmond will lead it off top of the 7th inning with along Mellinger and Yeager as they'll come in for the top of the 7th inning for Springfield. Our score today in the season finale, San Antonio 4, Springfield 1.
Top of the seventh inning for Springfield, right now on the San Antonio Baseball Network. Will Chandler Redmond coming in. Kolek coming for his second inning. The relief on for San Antonio in this one. Right there and in for a strike, and it's 0-1 as we are underway of the seventh inning here in San Antonio. Redmond is running his jaw, or flapping his jaw, should I say, to the home plate umpire, Jeff Andrews. I don't know what he's blabbling about, but he needs to keep that to himself in this one. Yeah, sure is. Boy, 1 ball, 1 strike. We got KP Barra Master. Hello there. Nice game. Thanks. Here's a 1-1. That one is in, strike 2, and it's 1-2 the count now to Redmond. Here's pitch. And that one is foul. They'll still hang him on for 1-2. One and two to delivery. That one straight away left center. Mears is after it. Makes the grab, and that's out number 1.
The right fielder, number 12, Noah Mendlinger.
Well, Noah Mellinger coming in is 1 for 2 here today for Springfield. The pitch is inside for a strike, and it's 0-1. One away, nobody on. Top of the 7th, San Antonio leading 3. 4-1 score for the Missions here today in this final game of the Texas League baseball season. 1 ball, 1 strike the count now to the batter up, Noah Mellinger. That ball is automatically called on Stephen Kolek. He didn't like that call, I tell you that right now. But evidently, do not argue with the home plate umpire, or else you'll get whatever you don't want to get. That one is up to straightaway left. Howell gets after it, and it is gone. A home run. Boy, that is a blistered ball right there, John. He blistered it high and just whacked the daggum stuffing out of it. Yeah, he sure did. Well, now it's a 4-2 ball game, but Springfield still trails 2 runs. Boy, San Antonio just holding on to the 2 runs, and boy, that 350-foot fastball with a 90.5-mile an exit radius on the exit velocity. That was pretty good. R.J. Yeager coming in. Boy, he takes that strike inside. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 double RBI for the Cardinals here this afternoon. A beautiful, nice afternoon. Time is 2:50, nearly 3 o'clock. That is a line drive right up the right field. And Castellon gets after it. That'd be a 1-out double to Yeager as he comes in and gets right into second safely. Here is Jacob Bushberger. Bushberger come in. Kolek sets his sights and he delivers, and that's foul. It's 0-1. Got to give our shout outs to the people in YouTube Live and for everybody that came out to the ball game today. That's pretty awesome. 0-1. That one straight away center. Mears getting under it. Makes the grab. And that is out number 2.
The batter, number 7.
And that's going to bring in number 7 to the plate, Trey Richardson. Well, Richardson coming in, ready to go. He's 0 for 2 and 2 flyouts. Pretty nice if we had a Texas League season.
I mean, if it was extended, who would you want to see next and stuff?
Well, I know it would be a road travel games and stuff of 6. But anyway, I would love to go up back to Wichita and then come home and take on the Travelers. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, but evidently it's not on the schedule, so we can't do it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's sad to say that next year Arkansas and Tulsa won't be here, but 3 North Division teams will be. That is Wichita, Springfield, and Northwest Arkansas. And while the rest of the Texas League will be here, except the 2 teams like the Travelers and Drillers, then pretty much it's just out of the 8 ball clubs, 2 teams will not be here. But all-knowingly, San Antonio going to Tulsa and Arkansas. So out of both of those teams, they'll only have a 6-game set for that year next year. That is right there, and the count now still remaining at 2 and 2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Richardson. That one is straightaway center. Mears under it, makes the grab, and that's the inning. Well, Noah Bellinger will get a run on a RBI double, and that will take us to the bottom of the 7th. It's our final stretching inning here of the season. So get up a stretch. Your San Antonio Missions lead it 4-2.
Well, we head to the bottom of the 7th for San Antonio, right now on the Missions Baseball Network.
Well, hope you had a great final stretch inning of this 2024 season. Here's the shortstop, Ray Patrick Ditter, as he'll take in a strike at 0-1. Boy, tell you one thing, it's pretty good. Well, getting our final scores up from the Corpus Christi area. The play made up to left field as that will be out number 1. See, the Rockhounds winning against Corpus Christi in their finale there at Bayfront Park. Final score, Midland 5, Corpus Christi 2. Boy, they did really good. That's glove to first, and that's out number 2. Boy, quick reactions out there. And that's going to bring in the left fielder, Corey Howell, 1 for 3 of the afternoon. That one deep to left and up to the warning track, as that will do. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one on for San Antonio. 7 innings in the books here. On now to the 8th. Collins, Rotondo, and Dunn will lead it off when we come back. And it is 4-2 for San Antonio.
back here for 2 more innings left of the Texas League campaign in the season. And we'll be right back for the 8th inning coming up. Head to the top of the 8th inning for Springfield, right now on the San Antonio Baseball Network. Oh, Gavin Collins is up to the plate now. But evidently, Stephen Kolek will be getting a manager visit. But first, the pitching coach will come out and get things going. Giovanni Cruz coming in for San Antonio here in this one. He's got a sinker, slider, changeup, a four-seamer. And that 96-mile-an-hour fastball beats everything on that list. Cruz will first up greet the 9-hole batter. Collins, and that one is a strike inside. It's 0-1. So Gavin Collins, the first man that Giovanni Cruz will face down here in this half inning. The 0-1's a swing and a miss right there in the count now, 0-2. Boy, first 2 pitches comes up empty-handed, and all I got to say is, wow. The 0-2. That one is right there, and that's going to get through for a base knock. So a no-out single continues as the leadoff batter coming up for Springfield. Up to the plate now is Chris Rotondo. I'm going to tell you one thing pretty good. That one is right there and in, and the count now is 0-1. So far, with Midland winning that 5-2 victory over the Corpus Christi Hooks. I'd say pretty good. Frisco beats Amarillo 2-0. Boy, big shout out to the Rough Riders, and yes, best one of yet. Saying best of luck to them in the Final Four in the Texas League playoff rounds. Here's a 1-1. And that's a ball, and it's count now 2-1. Two and one, here's the pitch.
That one is outside, and it's 3-1. Nick Dunn coming in as he will be on deck for Springfield. Runner at first, nobody out. 3-1 count to Rotundo, top of the 8th. Cardinals trailing this game. San Antonio in front of a 4-2 lead against the Springfield Cardinals. 3 balls, 2 strikes, count full to Rotundo. And that is a outside swing and a miss, and they'll get him out. One away here in this one. Nick Dunn coming in is ready to go. And here's the pitch. That one is right there and in for a strike. It's 0-1. Boy, pretty good right there as he comes in, and boy, Cruz is going to try to get out of this half inning without any scores being run in. That's right there and in for a strike, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, a pitch. That one is out of play, foul. And still hanging on the count now is 0-2 to Nick Dunn here today. 0-2. That one is straight away left, and that's going to be a slow roller as it'll hit to the left fielder, Corey Howell. Boy, now getting first and second. Tying run up at first base. Just a pretty good day for the ball game, and really good. Boy, it must have been a cloudy day there in Corpus Christi. It's a beautiful day here in San Antonio, and yes, the cloud cover. Cloud cover was really good for a lot of people up there in Corpus Christi. No balls and a strike now to Matt Koperniak. He flied out in the 6th, is 0 for 3. 1 away, 2 on. Top of the 8th inning, it's 4-2 for San Antonio. The 0-1. That one up to left, and that will bounce off the picnic areas. And it's the count now 0-2. 0-2.
That's the ball.
And outside for a ball, and the count now 1-2. One and two. That one up to the right field area. That is out of play. One and two. Outside changeup, and that'll put in 2-2. So into the count now. First and second. And that one is going to be a fair ball, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And a run in to score as Koperniak will get an RBI single. And that's going to bring in Chandler Redmond. Redmond coming in, ready to go, is 1 for 3. Cruz in trouble, first and third. Springfield trailing this game, and well, he gets one, and no point intended as the score is now 4-4 after that play. Youch, they should have got him out at first, and they would have had plenty of time, but second baseman Dunn had really dropped that ball in the dirt. And he got it back to De La Cruz, and now a run in to score on the last play. Well, it's a 4-4 ball game. Top of the 8th inning, the tie-breaking run out at first base. And that is right there up the straightaway right. Castañon is getting that one back in. And boy, tell you one thing, it is not going well. And San Antonio trying to get out of this half inning without any more runs being put on the board. Well, I'm thinking that's going to do for the second reliever for San Antonio here this afternoon. Jose Luis Reyes is up on the hill now as he'll pitch for San Antonio in relief. R.J. Yeager greets him up first. 2 out, 2 on, 4-4 are tied top of the 8th inning. And that is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Just a nice afternoon, and yes, the last afternoon for us to be here in San Antonio. The 0-1. That one is fouled off. And the count now is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. And the pitch. That one up to straightaway left. And where is that? It is outside. Boy, that was awfully close. Boy, that could have been a 3-run shot. And it would have been 7-4 for the Cardinals. The 0-2. And that is outside, and it'll be the count 1-2. So nice. It was pretty good up there in Corpus Christi with all that cloud cover. That one is right there. And they'll pick off the guy running to third, and that's the inning. Well, they make a easy half inning, but 2 runs come in on 4 hits, no errors, and they leave 2 on. 8.5, we're tied at 4. Marcos Castañon, Joshua Mears, and De La Cruz lead off the bottom of the 8th inning when we come back.
We head to the bottom of the eighth for San Antonio, right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Marcos Castañon coming in as we lead off the eighth for San Antonio. That one is up to left, and that will get down to base hit. Tie-breaking run has a stand-up double. That is Castellon. Boy, pretty good as he blistered that one to straightaway left, and he had that one. That was a double written all over it. Yeah, it sure was, Bob, and I gotta say, that was pretty good stuff right there. Next batter up, center fielder Joshua Mears. The pitch to him, and that one is high in the air up the left. And that is out of here. And Joshua Mears getting a two-run shot to left, and that will untie this tied ball game. It's a 6-4 lead. Boy, and the fans are going crazy on this Sunday afternoon. Boy, they are just celebrating.
Yeah, they sure are, John, and it's getting to be a pretty good blowout here today as we have a lot of home runs leave the yard.
Right off of our little digital sign out there. It's pretty nice. That one deep to right. And that'll get down. No out double for Michael De La Cruz. Boy, that was fast on the base hit and stuff.
Yeah, it sure was, John, and I got to tell you, that was a pretty good one right there for San Antonio.
Yeah, it sure was, Bob. I'll tell you one thing. Boy, I wished we had a lot more ball games. Sad that we are wrapping up this year after today.
It sure is.
Hunter Hayes coming in, four-seam slider, slurve, circle change, two-seam fastball. Will come in relief for a pitching change for Springfield. He'll meet up third baseman Graham Polly as he'll take in a strike at 0-1. Fly out in the sixth is 0 for 3. Runner in scoring position as second. And the pitch. That one up to second, the straightaway first, and that is out number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kai.
Designated hitter Kai Murphy, 2 for 3, home run double, 2 RBIs. Shoot, this ball game look like it's to the very edge. And that is high in the air, and here he comes. They won't get him, and that's an RBI sacrifice. And boy, Kai Murphy just gets him in. It's now 7-4 as San Antonio leads it by a 3-run lead. And that straightaway left, that's a base hit. Boy, one base hit after another, and they unbreak the tie. 3 runs already homed here in the bottom of 8. And that is getting close. It is up to left center. That's a base hit. Runner from first heading home. RBI double by Ray Patrick Ditter as it'll extend to an 8-4 lead. And now they'll lead by 4.
Boy, pretty good for San Antonio.
This should be enough to get them a W here in the finale. That one is up to center. And that won't get through.
run in to score, and that's going to be a kickoff straightaway second, and that will do it. Boy, 5 runs on 7 hits, no errors, and they leave 1. Top of the 9th inning coming up. Jacob Bushberger will lead it off with Trey Richardson and Gavin Collins. Last half inning here in the 2024 campaign, as it will pretty much be the final inning of this ball game. So we head to the top of the 9th inning as San Antonio leads it 9-4. Well, we're top of the 9th inning for Springfield right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Jacob Bushberger coming in, 7-8-9, last half inning of this 2024 season. And the pitch is inside for a strike, and it's 0-1. San Antonio leading 5 runs, Springfield trailing the 5. Pretty good right here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. The 0-1. That is high in the air, up the center. Mears will make the grab, and that's out number 1. Trey Richardson is 0 for 3, fly out in the 7th inning. 2 more outs left for Springfield, and I'm going to say this will be it for this afternoon. That is high in the air. Castagnon making the grab, and that's out number 2. 2 up, 2 down, and now we're up against it. 1 more of the season. Gavin Collins is 1 for 3. Only single and a run to him by Collins. And the pitch. That one high and foul, and it's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to count now. And the 0-1. And that is up to right. Castagnon looks at it as it comes in for the base hit.
The batter.
2-out single continues this half inning, and Chris Rotondo coming in now. Reyes looks in from the stretch. And that is out of play, foul. So it's 0-1. Well, brand new work week starting tomorrow, and evidently hope you guys are super excited for all that. Back to school. And that's going to be up to left. That's a base hit. So 2-1, 2 out. Top of the 9th inning.
The batter. The second baseman.
Nick Dunn, the second baseman, coming in now. Collins, number 65, is up at second. trying everything they can to chip away the deficit, and that's going to get down straight away right center. And 2 runs come in on the RBI triple. So now it's a 9-6 ball game as Springfield now trails 3 runs. And that'll bring up Matt Koperniak. Only needing 1 more out here in this season. That one right inside. It's a count now 0-1. 1 for 4 single RBI here today by Koperniak. Good afternoon, and all of us know it. Here's the 0-1. That is chopped foul, and that's the count now 0-2. Well, Springfield down to their final out here in this ball game. 2024 year. There the 0-2. Right there, and that is the season over. And San Antonio wins this one. Final score 9-6. Boy, a beautiful day as San Antonio getting the season finale game. And partner, we are packing up the bags heading off to Midland in this one. Yeah, we sure are, John. Division Series Game 1 up there in Midland, Texas. Games 2 and possibly 3 up in Frisco. There is Statesman's Park. Pretty nice here in this one. Yeah, I got to say, we got to thank our entire crew here today, and boy, just a absolutely beautiful afternoon for our ball game. We'll go ahead and get our final scores. San Antonio winning their 78th. Springfield closing out the season on 80 and 58.
For Springfield, 6 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 6 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 16 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Well, I got to say that pretty much final scores coming in, as we all know. Midland winning against Corpus Christi 8, or should I say the Hooks losing to Midland in a final 5-2. Midland wins and finishes off the season at 85-55. The Frisco Rough Riders gets their 82nd. So it'll be 82-61 against Amarillo. That'd be their 79th. Amarillo is at 54-79. And yes, it is pretty good. Well, we have our final 4 teams we need to look at here in the Texas League. Pretty much, we're going to go ahead and pull that up and stuff. So Midland beats Corpus Christi 5-2. San Antonio beating Springfield by a final score 9-6. That is San Antonio and Springfield. Well, I gotta say, pretty good ball game here today. Just absolutely love how that went. So Arkansas and Northwest Arkansas. Travelers closing out a 79-57. And then Northwest Arkansas 66-71. Losing their last game against the Travelers there at Riverboat Field, and I'm going to say that was really good. Well, we go down to where the wind surge is at. Wichita getting 58 over 79. So Tulsa is 65 and 72. Well, I'll tell you one thing. A lot of people didn't have a pretty good year this year. Well, that pretty much will be it. Everybody has played their last game in the season finale here. And so far, we're going to go over our Texas League win and losses. First off, for Midland, 85-55. Frisco, 82-61. San Antonio is 78-58. Corpus Christi, 55-84. Amarillo is 54-79. Springfield, 80 over 58. Arkansas, 79 over 57. Northwest Arkansas, 66 over 71. Tulsa, 65 over 72. And last but not least, Wichita, 58 over 79. Well, gotta say, pretty much everybody will finish off the regular season on those numbers. And we're pretty much good to go. Well, anyway, everybody will reset to 0. And we'll go ahead and pretty much get things going. Well, we're going to take our finalists and pretty much get something going. So starting off the Texas League Division Series. And there we go. So we'll have Frisco at Midland. And thinking we do have Arkansas at Springfield. They get a home game. We have to look at that and stuff to see where Springfield is. Oh, there we go. So they'll head to Arkansas. So never mind. I mean, the Cardinals will head to the good old All-American ballpark and stuff. Well, we have our 4 finalists, and we're about ready to congratulate them. To the 2 leadoff ball clubs that took the Texas League first half, Frisco Rough Riders and Springfield Cardinals. For the 2 second place winners, the Midland Rockhounds and the Arkansas Travelers. So anyway, pretty good on that. Well, for all of us, I got to say, boy, kids are running
the bases here today. We've had a pretty good afternoon, and so far, we sure did enjoy this summer with you. So Friday, April 4th through the 6th will be our opening week here in San Antonio as we take on Amarillo in a best 3-game set to start the year. And so far, pretty good on that. Ray Patrick Ditter is the player of the game, 3 for 4, a home run and 2 bases. Winner on the hill for San Antonio is Jose Luis Reyes. Loss for Springfield is Connor Lunn as he gets the L today in the season finale. We'll go over your runs, hits, and errors first for the victorious San Antonio Missions. 9 runs on 14 hits, no errors. For Springfield, 6-12-0 as they will conclude this half season and pretty much the whole season as well here in San Antonio. Well, we got to get ready for Tuesday night, September 17th. Bob and I are heading off to Midland as we get set for the division series in Game 1. Well, this will pretty much do for all of us here in San Antonio. We've had a great time this year. Well, sad to say goodbye. We absolutely love how everybody spent the majority of the summer with us. Felt like we started the season yesterday, but now today we are ending it. Well, for all of our proud sponsors, we'll go ahead and give them one more shout out in this live stream. We got West Creek Trail Ride, Spring Creek Stables, Taco Bell, HEB, and so far, pet supply places like Petco and PetSmart and everything else. A big shout out, and so far, pretty good. Well, for all of us on this gorgeous Sunday afternoon, well, it is about 3:40 here today. Our time is 2 hours and 52 minutes of baseball. And so far, it was a pretty good day. Well, the Springfield Cardinals will get home and get ready to take on a best-of-3 against Arkansas. And so far, this will be it for San Antonio for the year. Well, Bob, we're getting ready to pack our bags and head off to West Texas and get ready to see on a Tuesday night who will take the first of this division series playoff. The Rough Riders or Midland, Springfield, or Arkansas, for that matter. But anyway, thanks for our San Antonio Missions and for everybody, our entire crew here at MLB The Show 24. We are going to see you again next year. We're going to have a good time. And for all of our followers here on YouTube, just thank you for a great year, a great season for a lot of San Antonio people. But anyway, well, we are going to end our broadcast, and so far, this will be it. Oh, Bob and I are heading off to Midland, and we're about ready to go for the first of a 3-game division rivalry matchup against the Frisco Rough Riders and Rockhounds in this one. For our entire standing crew here at MLB The Show 24, I'm John Baker, and we'll see you again on Tuesday. And I'm also Bob. we'll see y'all again.
So for all of us, have a good rest of your day and drive home safely. See you next year, and also don't forget that 2025 schedules are available at our box offices. Just go ask for one. Well, have a good day and see y'all soon.